Battle Through the Heavens. Chapter 228. Xiao successfully refines the green lotus core flame source. The liquid heat wanders like molten glass through cooling meridians, its weight dragging against the cave's hollow silence. Each shallow breath strains to pull the drifting fire back into a singular point before the flesh gives way. Suddenly, the static green barrier ripples, leaking a sharp, heavy pressure that forces the watching figure to halt.
Inside the cave, Yao Lao floated in midair, gazing at the green-colored flame light shield. His fingers moved slightly, and after a moment, he frowned and whispered,
"Why is it taking so long? Could something have gone wrong?"
After waiting a bit longer, the green flame light shield still did not dissipate. Yao Lao's brows furrowed deeper. He pondered for a moment and was about to take action to forcibly break the green light shield. Just as Yao Lao was about to move, rapid ripples of energy suddenly appeared from within the previously quiet green light shield. Immediately afterward, a powerful aura diffused from inside the flame shield. Sensing this aura, Yao Lao was slightly startled and said with some surprise,
"This aura? How did it become so powerful? Although refining a heavenly flame can increase combat power, it does not usually have the function of increasing one's level."
Shaking his head in confusion, Yao Lao let out a soft sigh and whispered,
"Even though it is a bit strange, he has finally successfully refined the heavenly flame."
With a soft laugh, Yao Lao turned his gaze back to the surface of the green flame light shield, which was now experiencing waves of fluctuations. He tucked his hands into his sleeves and waited quietly. On the light shield, the energy fluctuations became increasingly violent, and finally, a crack appeared at the top. The crack slowly spread, and in an instant, it covered the entire shield, looking like cracks on an eggshell. A cracking sound echoed inside the cave. A chunk of energy silently fell from the green shield and hit a rock. Carrying immense heat, it instantly turned the rock into fine powder. As more energy chunks fell, the green energy light shield trembled violently. After a brief stalemate, a loud bang erupted as the green energy shield exploded. Following the explosion, countless small energy fragments shot out in all directions. For a time, the surrounding cliff walls were left with countless small holes. Floating in midair, Yao Lao narrowed his eyes. All the energy fragments shooting toward him turned into a cloud of green smoke when they were about half a foot away, causing him no harm. Inside the cave, the erupting energy fragments took a long time to completely dissipate. After the energy fragments vanished, a pale green light rose from where the shield had been. A perfect lotus-shaped platform slowly emerged, finally floating next to Yao Lao. On that lotus platform, a youth sat cross-legged, completely naked. His tightly closed eyes trembled slightly and, after a moment, slowly opened. Inside his dark pupils, a faint green flame flickered. A moment later, it suddenly flared up, covering the entire pupil. For a time, Xiaoyan's eyes turned green, giving off a vague, eerie feeling. The green flame inside the pupils persisted for a while before slowly disappearing. Once the green fire had fully receded, his pupils returned to their dark color. However, they now seemed much brighter than before. Clearly, after being tempered by the green lotus core flame, Xiaoyan's eyes seemed even more mysterious. Opening his eyes, Xiaoyan slightly twisted his neck. Instantly, his joints emitted a series of smooth popping sounds. Xiaoyan took a deep breath, his face filled with comfort and intoxication. Lowering his head, Xiaoyan saw that the skin over his entire body had become fair. A helpless expression couldn't help but appear on his face. He had worked hard to get healthy-looking skin, and now it had returned to its previous state. Seeing Xiao Yan constantly inspecting the changes in his body, Yao Lao rolled his eyes and teased with a smile. Reminded by Yao Lao, Xiao Yan finally snapped back to his senses. Looking at his own naked body, he gave an embarrassed smile and hurriedly took a set of clothes from his storage ring, putting them on with fumbling hands.
I see that you seem to have changed a lot. Your whole person feels completely refreshed.
Pulling Xiao Yan around to turn him, Yao Lao looked at his scarless body and said with great surprise,
Your injuries have completely recovered?
Yes.
After putting on his clothes, Xiao Yan stood on the green lotus. He clenched his fist and threw a powerful punch that whistled through the air, laughing as he said, I should probably come back to this rock sooner or later.
I feel exceptionally healthy, better than ever before.
Release your full aura for a moment, so I can sense what star level you have reached now.
Yao Lao said thoughtfully. Xiao Yan nodded slightly and tensed his body. In an instant, an aura several times stronger than before surged out from within his body.
Huh?
Yao Lao's eyes narrowed slightly as he felt the aura Xiao Yan released. He frowned with surprise and said,
Strange. Based on this aura of yours, your own strength, at the very least, has reached the level of a 4-star doshi? What did you do?
4-star douchey?
Hearing Yao Lao's words, Xiao Yan was also stunned. A look of joy then appeared on his face. He had not expected that refining a heavenly flame would actually have such a benefit. With his normal cultivation speed, going from a 2-star doshi to a 4-star doshi would have taken at least 3 or 4 months. But today, the green lotus core flame had given him another surprise. Rubbing his hands excitedly, Xiao Yan smiled. He then recounted the situation before he lost consciousness and some of the movements of the green lotus core flame.
So that was it. You really are a lucky fellow.
After hearing Xiao Yan's story, Yao Lao had a look of amazement. Only after a long while did he let out a gasp of wonder. This kind of good luck was definitely rare. Not mentioning the series of benefits brought by the green lotus core flame repairing his body, he was like a fool who had stumbled into first place in the imperial examinations. This made Yao Lao sigh at Xiao Yan's incredible luck. Originally, he thought the most difficult and grueling part of the refining process would bring danger to Xiao Yan. But it had nearly only affected his mind, causing a headache for a while. Not to mention that without paying any heavy price, the harvest was extremely significant. This made Yao Lao feel both humored and exasperated. To move the bone-chilling flame into the Naling required a massive effort. If he hadn't had a stroke of luck at the final step back then, he probably would have been reduced to ashes.
Is this not the heavenly flame refinement automatically increasing my level?
Seeing Yao Lao's incredibly astonished look, Xiao Yan shook his head and asked in surprise.
Keep dreaming.
Giving Xiao Yan a wide-eyed look, Yao Lao looked at his innocent expression and sighed in his heart. People really were incomparable. He curled his lips and said,
The benefits brought by refining a heavenly flame are a long-term hidden type. As the years go by and you become proficient in using it, the results will become even better. In other words, when you have just refined a heavenly flame, your strength does not increase simply because of the refinement. Therefore, the situation you encountered should be considered extremely lucky. However, it is also a pity. If you had the strength of a Do Ling or a Do Wong right now and advanced several stars, that would be a true prophet.
This is enough. I am very satisfied to have reached this state. If it were any higher, my body might not adapt to the intensity. After all, it wasn't me climbing the stairs step by step. Going too fast is unstable. One day, I might suddenly fall, and that would be truly hard to accept.
Xiao Yan laughed. His satisfied expression was not fake.
This little fellow actually knows a thing or two. Not bad.
Hearing this, Yao Lao gave a surprised laugh. Clearly, he found Xiao Yan's words unexpected. After all, in reality, increasing strength was the desire of many people.
Just telling the truth.
Shrugging his shoulders, Xiao Yan said with a smile,
All right, try your flame source. This is your first heavenly flame.
Nodding with a smile, Yao Lao spoke with approval.
Yes.
Hearing this, an irrepressible excitement and curiosity appeared on Xiao Yan's face. He rubbed his palms together and slowly reached out his right hand. Then he slowly closed his eyes. His mind moved rapidly within his body, sending out a command. Following the command, his body reacted simultaneously. He saw that at the center of the Dochi cyclone, a small gray light spot trembled slightly. After a moment of silence, a wisp of green flame erupted violently. The green flame passed through the cyclone and then moved rapidly through the meridians in his body, reaching the meridians inside his arm in the blink of an eye. Inside the cave, Xiao Yan's closed eyes suddenly snapped open. The green flame erupted from his eyes once more. He opened his fist, palm facing upward, his face rising with excitement as he shouted softly,
Green Lotus core flame appear!
Following Xiao Yan's shout, his right palm trembled slightly. Immediately, green flames billowed out in an instant, quickly covering his hand. Inside the cave, the youth stood atop the green lotus floating in the air. His palm was slightly open, and the eerie green flames rose. This scene would cause a shock to anyone watching. His eyes stared intently at the green flame on his hand. The corners of Xiao Yan's mouth lifted into a faint smile. After a moment, the smile grew wider and wider, finally turning into a wild laugh.
I, Xiao Yan, finally have my own heavenly flame.